everybody, it's your girl Nail, and welcome to Simply Nail's Tiny Studio. This is a vintage Coach Obsession video. This is an update video. Now, do you remember the vintage Coach basic bag that I unpackaged here in the Tiny Studio? I think it was maybe last week. Do you remember that video? Now, remember when you saw the bag, she had some things going on, and I told you that I was going to get out the what? I was going to get the Lexol out. And this is the Lexol. And I was going to get out the Lexol, and I was going to get out the conditioner. Assistant, can you hand me the Lexol conditioner? Yes. Here is the Lexol conditioner. And I was going to get my brush and get to work, because she really didn't need a lot of things done to her. She really only needed to be clean and conditioned, and that was it. You really don't need to do too much. I really don't dunk any of my bags unless they absolutely need them. So here she is. I did not need or feel the need to dunk her. That is not what she needed. I did go ahead and use the dust buster to clean her out really well. She's stuffed. So I got the dust buster and I used that to clean her out, because remember, it was like a strand of hair or two inside, and so I did that. And then I used my odor band, and I think I showed you what that looked like. I sprayed some odor band inside of her, and I did that and let it sit, let her sit overnight or for a day. And after that, she smelled really great. Not that she had a smell, but odor band also is a disinfectant. So I did that, and then I went ahead and I just cleaned and I conditioned her and the straps really, really well. Now, if you recall, she had 3 spots, or 3 or 4 spots, and they were right here. One was there, and there was 2 there. So the Lexol was able to get those spots out. So I'm really glad that I did that. I only had to use the Lexol once, and then I conditioned her twice, and this was the end result. Now, I do want to be transparent. There was looked like a fork mark right here. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. This was a fork mark. Now, as you can see, what I tried to do, which I would not advise anybody to do, because it really wasn't a big deal. But as usual, I tried a method that I shouldn't have tried, but I did it anyway. So what did I try to do? For that fork mark, what I tried to do was I tried to sand it down. So I took a fingernail file and I start sanding it. Okay? And what I eventually did was made a mess. I should not have done that. Those little fork marks, or whatever marks those are, pet marks or whatever that was, it wasn't so bad that that it would have been a problem wearing the bag. No one is going to be walking around with a magnifying glass, looking at the bag while I'm carrying it, right? No. So I should have really left it alone, but I didn't. But hindsight is 2020. But I ended up sanding the bag, and then what happened is I damaged the leather. So now what I'm doing is I'm going back in with some conditioner, and I'm reconditioning this area. So I'm working on it. I'll give you an update and let you know how that turned out. But overall, the bag looks excellent. This is a basic bag, and this is the bag I think I can't remember how much I got this bag for. I want to say I got this bag for $30, $35, $40, somewhere in there. I was doing a little haggling. So you have to go back to that video where I actually talk about it. But I was doing a little haggling because as soon as I saw the bag on the market, I was like, oh, I better scoop that up. I mean, in British tan, come on now. You got to jump on top of that. And so that's what I did. I did a little haggling and I was able to get this bag, and it was in, you know, not so great a not so great condition, but it still had good bones and I was able to work with it. So this is the basic bag, and this is her partner, my other baby, in mahogany. And she is just, both of these bags are really great bags, really cute bags. And I so enjoyed carrying this bag a couple of weeks ago that when I saw this baby on the market, I had to grab her up because I was like, you know, if I like you, I like you. So I have two basic bags and I'm good now. I don't need any other color. I don't need a red or a bone or anything else. These two are fine because basically I can carry both of these bags anywhere and with any color in my wardrobe. So I'm really excited that this bag turned out the way that it did, and I will continue to work on that one part where I made a boo-boo that I shouldn't have done, but I tried it out anyway. You really do live and learn. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today in the Tiny Studio. This was an update video on packaging that I did maybe about a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to give you an update to let you know that Lexol got those spots out and this bag is looking good, child. It's looking good. I just finished a video about my vintage coach collection, so stay tuned for that. I will talk to you soon and continue having a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope I was able to bring some vintage coach love into your life. All right, then. I'll see you next time in the Tiny Studio. And listen, come on now. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Aren't you enjoying this content? If not, let me know that you're not enjoying it, and you just don't want to subscribe because the content sucks. Let me know so I can get it together, okay? But if you are enjoying, please subscribe and also like. Thank you. I'll see you next time in the Tiny Studio.